Just going to quickly introduce David. Thank you so much for agreeing to be here tonight. And
Yeah.
I met David a few years ago when he was a mentor of mine in Maastricht. So it's really exciting to have him here tonight. And I'm just going to read a really quick little bio. So I took this from your website, David.
Okay.
Uh, Trees and rocks, water and sky, mountains and snow. These elements, combined with distinctive painting methods and an audacious style, have characterized the paintings of this well-known Canadian artist. After finishing his Bachelor of Fine Arts degree at the University of Ottawa, David spent several years perfecting his painting skills. He pored over old texts, treatises, and manuscripts stored in the back rooms of art restoration departments and libraries reserved for conservationists. David obtained a master's in art education degree from McGill University, specializing in methods and materials for the painter. Since 1992, he has been living in British Columbia, where he finds an endless supply of inspiration for his art. David gives lectures and presentations on painting and the art market. He teaches, coaches, and conducts workshops on painting materials and techniques, and his paintings are sold in galleries across Canada. And in fact, I know David was here not too long ago in Kelowna doing a workshop. So you pop by regularly, I think.
Yeah, I've done a few in Kelowna for sure over the years.
Yeah. So welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for the invite, Vanessa. So you guys can see the reference photo down in the corner there.
Hmm.
hmm
Does
Yep.
does anybody know where that is? I'm gonna tell you that
Okay.
that's
Purple,
that's
purple
at
snow?
Lake O'Hara.
Oh, Lake O'Hara. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's MacArthur Lake at Lake O'Hara. And you can see my palette down here. So I've already started on the underpainting and I'm just blocking in stuff with a yellow. This is nickel azo yellow glaze, and this is dioxazine purple glaze. And so I will continue with that real quickly to show you how I do that.
And you're
It's
working in
just
acrylics tonight, right, David?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This painting in oils would take about 6 months to complete. So
Wow.
uh, I'd have to wait for all the layers to dry, right?
Yes. So you
So this
sketched
is the
in
first layer.
with an HB pencil or something onto your.
Yeah, that was just like a 6B pencil, a dark, kind of dark one there. And I do like to paint the mountains.
Hmm.
I know why I moved out west all those years ago. Mountains and water and waterfalls.
You do a fair bit of hiking, don't you?
You betcha. That's my that's my inspiration. Hike in the Rockies and the coast mountains and all over the place, taking photographs. Little tree trunk in there. That's just one of those silicone spatula. They're scraping tools. They're called catalysts, I think. I use those quite a lot. Hey, is this recording? Is this going to be recorded?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys can watch it.
Hmm.
That's great. That helps a little bit, right?
Hmm.
And this is a fall scene. As you can see, the larch trees have turned yellow.
Mhm.
Are you using a medium, David?
Yeah, it's just a gloss medium that I'm mixing with the purple paint.
What kind of ratio? Because I know that paint is very strong color.
Oh yeah, dioxazine purple is very strong. So this is like I didn't measure it out. I'm just kind of dipping in as I go,
Mm.
but it's definitely like 20 to 1 or something like that for these the mid-tones that I'm using for the trees.
Well, that's good because medium's a lot cheaper than paint.
Yeah. And you know, I buy it by the gallon.
Oh, yeah.
I use a lot.
And that's our good Canadian brand too, eh?
Yeah.
Tri-Art.
Yeah, you bet. They make really good acrylic paints and mediums, yeah.
Do you use gloss medium or matte?
Gloss.
Okay, thanks.
I gave it to Frankie. I'm talking about the cats.
Yeah. How's the one doing that had the operation?
She's doing great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she's running around causing all kinds of problems. So
Good.
yeah, that's her job.
Yeah. I expect to see some paw prints on paintings coming up.
Oh yeah, there's all
Probably at the very
things.
least cat hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of all that. I think now I have to pause and think a little bit how I'm going to do this next segment. Should I do that?
Are you planning on keeping the snow on the ground?
That's not snow, those are rocks.
Mm.
Oh.
There's snow on the mountain, of course,
Hmm.
because it's like September, October. I think we're going to do that and then that. Okay, so let's do a different glaze now. This is transparent permanent orange. That's another tri-art color that I do like a lot. And I'm going to mix this with the gloss medium 2 to 1. Gloss medium to paint.
What's that one called again?
Transparent permanent orange.
Permanent.
It's a quite a unique color. I've never seen anybody else make this color. It's a really warm orange, reddish warm orange.
It's like
And
ketchup on my screen.
huh?
It looks like ketchup on my screen.
Yeah, more reddish on the screen. So I'm just going to cover everything with that. Well, I'm not going to finish this painting before 8:30, but I will show you all of the steps
Mhm.
that I'll do to complete it, so you can see how I put it together. And then I'll send a photograph of the finished painting to you. Well, I'll send it to Vanessa or something, and she can share it with you guys if you want.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be great.
So you had yellow underneath the orange. I can't see that the yellow is still showing through.
Yeah, the orange pretty much bludgeoned it. And that's okay. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
So I'm going to have a warm orange undertone underneath my yellow larch trees, which is exactly what I was going for. Of course, the orange over the purple gives me a kind of a warm brown color.
Mhm.
And that's going to be the warm green undertone for my fir trees. Okay. So I need this section. I need that to be dry. So I'm going to paint this section now.
Mhm.
And this is titanium white. This is phthalo blue green shade. And you know what? I'm going to make a glaze with that. And I'm going to put some retarder in it so it dries slowly or more slowly. And this is cadmium red light. This is cadmium yellow deep. This is cadmium yellow light. And this is cadmium orange. You can see all those there.
Mhm.
So this is still a little bit sticky, which is perfect. I'm going to paint into this wet blue glaze. And if you want to try this technique of painting into the wet glaze, you guys make sure you put your glaze on thick or it won't work. This is the dark yellow, the warmer yellow.
I missed the blue's name. Was that
It's
ultramarine?
phthalo blue.
Phthalo.
Phthalo or phthalo, however you like to pronounce it. No, I want the orange. little more yellow up here.
Is that a 30 by 30?
36. And then for my rocks, I'm just going to scrape them out with this thing again. Let's do the same thing over here. I'm putting that glaze on thick, because if I put it on too thin, a couple of things will happen which are not going to be fun. It's going to dry too quickly, and then I won't get all of those nice blended colors that happen when I paint those opaques into the wet glaze. But let's put those big rocks in there first.
So you're just using your spatula again.
Yeah. Yeah, scraping it out to make the rocks. I like it that better than painting them in with paint because they look kind of organic and natural. And it's quick and effective, and some of the orange is some of the orange paint is still a little bit wet, so it's coming off.
And are you painting on a canvas or is this board?
This is a canvas.
Okay.
And this is a rag, as the paint is drying too fast. Nice rocks. And now I can paint some grasses in there.
Is that a triart color? Like a color? Or did you
Which
mix
one?
that? The green you're using now.
I'm not, this isn't green. This
It's
is what
not.
I was talking about.
Sorry. I
Oh,
had to
this
sneak
okay?
out to get a cord. I'm sorry, I missed it.
That's okay. This is the blue glaze,
Yeah.
and it's still wet. So as I paint into the blue glaze, it gives me these green tones.
So what's the color you're painting into it?
Cadmium yellow.
Really? Didn't realize it would do quite that bright.
I know.
That's why we need you.
Yeah, this is a sort of a standard, well, old. Uh, it's an old Renaissance kind of Baroque oil painting technique where you put down a glaze. It works really good in oils because the glazes obviously dry pretty slowly, right? But you put down a glaze and then you paint into the wet glaze with opaque paint and you get all these nice color mixtures. And here's the troublemaker now, and she's trying to get in there.
So cute.
Yeah, she doesn't. I don't want her walking on the paint though.
But you
You can
mentioned
go
there was
play
some
with.
white mixed in too, right? It wasn't just cadmium yellow.
There's no white. I haven't used any white. This is cadmium yellow and cadmium red here. And some cadmium orange here.
You have white on your palette, don't you?
I do.
Hmm.
I haven't used it yet though.
Okay.
You guys are very observant.
It's just great.
So is that glaze dry enough now that it's not blending in with your orange and your red?
Yes, so now the blue is pretty dry, so I'm not getting a lot of blending anymore, which is perfect. So the timing of this is really essential if you get it right. Like I said, it's a little bit easier to do in oils because the paint dries slower. But this works out perfectly because I don't have to wait for it to dry for like a week or something before I keep painting. And this is the cadmium yellow again. So now that it's a little bit more dry, I'm going to go back in with some more yellow. Wow, that's fun.
Yes.
Who knew?
It's like magic.
Yeah. Let's put some paint on the path. This is the hiking path that leads over to the lake there. And the path is mostly just going to be scrape paint.
You don't have any retardant in that acrylic.
I do,
Oh, you do.
absolutely.
Sorry,
I
I
put some
missed that.
retarder in the blue glaze, right?
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't work too good without it.
Hmm.
That's not a bad little path right there. Okay, so I know you guys want me to use that white paint, so I'll do a little bit of that. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. You get out of the way. I'm gonna need some gloss medium on there. This is gonna mix with that blue glaze a little bit. Okay, let's leave this for now. That's the, oh wait. No, I want to put some highlights on the rocks before I leave here. This is the white. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that for now. Okay, let's go and do the sky instead. So for the sky, I want to have a yellow tint. Actually, it's a white tint with a little bit of yellow in it. Can you see that on your?
A little bit.
Where is it? Oh, I think it's over that way. There it is. So it's just white with some yellow in it, the cadmium yellow. And then I'm going to have a blue tint. That's the same blue that I used for the glaze.
Phthalo.
Uh-huh. The phthalo blue. There you go. And then this is quinacridone red. And I'm going to make a glaze with that mixed 1:1 about. And I'm going to put some retarder in there. Slow that down a little bit. Oh, and then last, I just want some more white paint. So I'll put that there. So I've got the red, if you can see it. Oops, hang on.
Could you move your water off the camera? That would. That's perfect. Thank
Good
you.
idea. Okay, there you go. So I've got the red glaze, the light blue tint, and the warm white tint over there. So I'm going to take my big brush again. And that's a little bit sticky, but pretty dry. Red glaze.
Does the red have medium and retarder?
Correct. I'm going to get some pinks and some oranges.
Beautiful.
I think it's nice. And that orange is showing through there. And this is the blue.
Does the blue have retardant in it as well?
No, this is a blue tint. It's just the white with the blue, and it's just a tint with no retarder in it. I usually only put retarder in the glazes because when I'm putting on opaques like this, I normally don't really need them to dry slowly. That's fun. Wow, look at that. So that is the first layer for the sky. Hang on. Not quite. Not quite. How to get some highlights on these monkey clouds. Okay, that's the end of that layer. We have to let that dry now. And while we're doing that, I'm going to put a red glaze over the mountain.
So that's your red with the retarder.
No, just the gloss medium. It's just a
gloss.
red glaze. I don't want this to dry slowly.
Okay.
Okay. I want something else. I'm going to get, this is a nickel azo yellow, and I'm going to make a veil with this. So I'm going to add some white to it. So it's kind of a warm yellow. And I'm going to mix it 1-to-1 with gloss medium to make it translucent. And so that I want to be able to see the red and orange underneath it. So in case you're wondering, that is the definition of a veil.
So is that just the nickel azo yellow? Or did you say you did put some more orange in it, or you're just putting it on the orange?
This is a yellow veil.
Yeah,
I'm painting it over the
orange.
orangey.
Okay, gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah.
And I want the orange to show through, so it's kind of like a yellow fog, right?
Yeah.
And is that where the sun is hitting the mountain? We can't quite tell.
Correct.
Great.
Yeah, and I'm going to change the lighting in my painting. I'm not going to follow the pattern of the reference photo. I'm going to do it a little differently.
So you made sure that the orange mountain was completely dry before you put the veil on?
Yeah, it's dry. Yeah, you bet. Actually, not there. It's a different spot. So that's that. This is the snow.
Is that straight white or is that the white with yellow?
Yeah, the white with the yellow. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Hmm. Mhm. Okay.
You make it look so easy.
Ah, and I'm rushing too, because I gotta get stuff done before you guys fall asleep.
See, I thought you were rushing because it's wet and you have to keep moving. That you would always be that way.
No, this dry now.
Huh.
No, I'm not painting into the wet glaze right now because I don't want it to mix with my whites
Mm-hmm.
for my snow.
So just as a time check, you have about 45 minutes still.
Okay, thank you.
So when you painted the red over the orange, there was retarder in that. And it's
No,
already dry?
no,
Or there was not? It was a
no.
different
I was
section of red. I saw, oh, red over the orange. I'm just looking at what my notes say and I messed up then.
Yeah, no. Well, I did have for the sky, the red glaze had retarder in it
Okay.
because I wanted it to blend with the yellows and the blues, but
But when
not
you did the
here.
veil, you didn't do it. Correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Okay.
And you can watch that video again, apparently.
You think? Yeah.
Make sure I'm right about that.
Oh, you're right. I'm just,
Pretty sure I'm right.
my notes are going every which way.
Switch. So there's all kinds of snow on the shadow side too. And it's nice, isn't it, to see the contrast between
Yeah.
the snow in the shadows and the snow in the light. Lovely. Okay, let's put a little bit more snow in here. Let's leave that for now. So the next thing I'm going to do is make a blue veil this time. So I've already got a blue glaze here, so I just need to add some white to it, and that'll make a veil. Just like that. And I already painted in all of the highlights on the mountain. So these would be the shadow areas.
If it's a veil, you're trying to let some of the orange come through it.
That's the idea, yep.
Is that a purple veil you've got going there?
No, it's a blue veil.
Oh, on the camera, one looks
It,
purple, one looks blue.
yeah, it looks purpley. And I might have got some of that red glaze in my brush.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you're right. There's some red in there. Oops. Hey. Are you still doing stuff with Mastrius, Vanessa?
Yes, I am.
You're navigating now, right?
Yes, I am. I was a lead navigator, but that role's gone now, so I'm a
Oh, yeah.
navigator. Yeah.
Who are you working with?
Um, Jordan. Sorry, pardon me. Sorry.
Sorry, who? Jordan who?
I think she's coughing or something. She's muted for a
Yeah.
sec.
Sorry, Jordan Walker. He's out of the States.
Okay.
Yeah, he lives in Oregon, but he does a lot of Southwest landscapes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah, he's a young, up and coming fellow. He's very, very talented.
Cool.
Yeah. And are you doing any sessions at Mastrius currently?
I'm down to 2 groups now. I had 4 in the fall, and that was a little too much for me.
Yeah.
So I told them I only want to do 2 at a time now. And that's nice. I got a couple of really nice groups, and yeah.
Well, that's good.
And you still
That's
do
great.
workshops too?
Yep. Oh yeah, I do workshops every year. I think I'm all booked up for this year and half of next year again already.
Like with
Uh-huh.
Mastrius or just like all over?
Oh no, like live workshops, like in Calgary and Vancouver and whatever. I don't think I'm doing one in Kelowna this year. I usually do one in Kelowna every year.
Yeah, I helped you with the one in October.
Who's
It
that?
was fun.
That's Wendy.
Oh, hi, Wendy.
Hi, David.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah, thanks for the help.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, that was a good workshop in the winery there.
Yeah, yeah. I've watched you
I didn't
paint so
know
many
it.
times and it's still so magical every time.
Oh, yeah. Is the Brazen doing any workshops this year?
I don't know. She's still in Vancouver. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, she's kind of random. A little bit all over the place now until she gets sorted out. Okay, I need some white and some purple. This is a purple veil now. Hey, so that is the underpainting for the mountain. Oh, wait, forgot that section down there. This is cobalt teal. Nice color, nice triarch color. the lake. Add a little bit of white to that. What do I got? Like 20 minutes left or something?
Half an hour.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All the time in the world.
Yeah.
Still amazes me how much you can get done in such a short amount of time.
I was just going to say the same thing. It
Right?
always amazes me.
Painting under pressure. Where'd that cobalt go? There's the lake for now.
Mhm.
Let's do. Where's my cadmium yellow? This is the cadmium yellow. Going back over my larch trees.
David, is this scene, do you have to hike way in to get there? Or can you get close?
Oh no, this is Lake O'Hara, and the trails are beautiful and well maintained. It's one of the most popular hiking destinations in the world, actually. It's so beautiful. This
I've never,
particular hike is quite easy. It's not a strenuous hike at all.
I haven't ever been there. Just looks so gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so nice there. I've been there several times. It's gotten so popular now. People come from all over the world. It's really hard to get in now. You have to book a year in advance. You have to book 7 months in advance, I think.
Wow.
And you get on the phone or on the computer, um, and there's thousands of people lined up to get in, and it's crazy. But we got in again this year. I can't believe it.
You're already booked for 2026? Is that what you
All
meant?
my hikes, oh yeah, for sure. You have to book them.
Hmm.
You have to book them ahead now, or you aren't going. I mean, the backcountry hikes are not as busy, but the popular ones are hard to get in, yeah.
Are you staying over, or are you just take day hikes, or are you staying
No,
in the
this
hut?
We're staying 4 days or 4 or 5 days.
In the hut?
Camping.
Oh, in the campground. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lodge there at Lake O'Hara. You can book in the lodge, but you have to book a year in advance, and it's a nice lodge. It's been there for a long 100 years or something. And that's really hard to get into. And that's really expensive, but it's nice. I've stayed there before. So now I'm putting yellow highlights on my fir trees as well.
You got plans for this painting?
Do I have what?
Plans for it? What you're going to do with it after you're done?
Well, the plan is almost always the same. I'm going to sell it.
But do you already have somebody waiting for it or no?
Oh, not this. No. There's nobody waiting for this particular painting. But there's people waiting for paintings. I don't know who's going to get this one yet. I'll probably send it to my gallery in Calgary. They like these things. And well, the Calgary market likes paintings of the Rockies, so I'd send it to my Quebec gallery. They like to get mountain scenes too.
Is it pretty expensive to ship to Quebec? A
No,
painting?
not really.
Hmm.
No, my shipping costs are not a large percentage of my expenses. I can ship like five or 7 paintings to Quebec for big paintings too. And it only costs like $100 or something. It's not
Huh. I would have expected it to be more.
Not really, no. There's a couple of shipping brokers that I use that are really give you good rates as well. So if you're shipping out of the province, I use FreightCom or ShipTime, and you get commercial rates instead of retail rates. It's a good deal.
Hmm.
Nice. Oh, I forgot to paint this hill over here. Let's do that. Oh, and there's a tree there.
It's a good thing you had a plan.
Yeah. There's that hill. Okay, now we need a green glaze. This is phthalo green. And I'm going to mix it 3-to-1 with gloss medium. 3 parts gloss medium to 1 part green. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. And I'm gonna put that green glaze over all of my fir trees. And I need that yellow to be dry. Otherwise it would make a big mess.
So when you paint for yourself, do you paint start to finish like you're sort of doing here today, other than the last, maybe another look another day? Like, do you sit with a painting like that all at once?
Yeah, so most of the time, yes. I would do a painting like this and I would start and finish it in one sitting, yeah. Sometimes I work on more than one painting at a time. So I've got 3 paintings that I've started for this particular batch that I'm going to be doing. And the other 2 are sitting over there. And I'll work on all 3 of them over the next few days. And if I'm waiting for something to dry, then I'll just put it aside and work on the other painting.
Mm.
I was just gonna say, don't paint over your larches.
Yeah.
That's what I just did. No, I don't. Just.
What is your brush, David?
Sorry?
What kind of brush? Is that an
Oh,
ivory?
it's a tri-art brush.
Oh, for goodness sake.
And it's an angle brush. I like the angle brushes.
Me
I use
too.
them. Yeah, I use them a lot. Mostly, actually, that's all I use. And there's all our lovely green trees. So that's why I like to paint in layers and use glazes like that. You can see that the green glaze over that warm brown that I
Mm-hmm.
had underneath with the purple and orange together. So it gives me a dark, warm shadow green, and then the green glaze over the yellow, um, opaque yellow that I put on gives me a cool, transparent kind of lime green highlight. And then I can just add an opaque highlight at the end, and I'll get all those really luscious green colors that are glowing and transparent and with lots of luminosity and depth rather
Without
than
having to mix a dozen greens.
yeah, and they always end up looking flat and dull compared to that, right?
Mhm.
That is just so cool. That really helps us all, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
So you're using pretty much all tri-art, right?
I use all different brands, but definitely use a lot of tri-art. They make a really good paint, and I like them. I also use, well, anything that's expensive is usually good for me.
We should remind everybody, Diana Palmer, are you still here? Because Moldings and More sells all tri-art products, right? Do they sell
Yeah.
tri-art brushes?
Yeah, they started selling tri-art.
Yeah.
So that, you guys, is the end of the official underpainting.
I say it's finished.
Yeah.
So when you say underpainting, so you're going to do more glazes on the mountains and
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do more layers. So everything needs to be completely dry, and then I can put some more layers on.
so planning ahead, like what are you going to be layering over what you have right now?
So right now I'm going to put a blue glaze on the snow.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were going to be able to do it today. That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty dry already,
Okay,
so
good.
mostly dry.
So these are your shadow areas.
Uh-huh. So yeah, a blue glaze over the shadow areas. It's still a little bit wet there. That's okay, muck it in there. And then I'll paint in some more opaque highlights on the mountain. This is not a veil. This time it's opaque. So that's going to have a little bit more pop than the veil, which is kind of translucent, right? It's going to be brighter. So it's been a good move. Vanessa?
Oh yeah.
The Okanagan lifestyle
Yes, for sure.
and the
What's not
weather.
what's not to love?
Yeah, yeah. I think they're getting pounded pretty good right now in Alberta, right?
Oh yeah.
Lots of snow today, I think.
Yes, they had tons in Calgary, I think.
Yeah. And now I'm going to. So I put the blue tint on for the snow. Then I put a glaze over top of it, and now I'm just going to go and put the same thing I did at the beginning, the blue tint. I'm going to paint it in again. But I'm not going to put it everywhere. So I've got this the darker blue with the glaze on it. That's kind of like a dark transparent blue. And then with the opaque blue tint, the two of them together will sort of play off of each other and give my snow a much more depth and three-dimensional look to it.
Mm-hmm.
So if the snow was always just glazes or always just opaque paint, it would look a lot more flat. So that's why I like to do the layers like that.
Mm.
So there you go. That's how I would finish that
Pretty.
movie. Oh, and now that the sky is kind of actually totally dry, I can go back and paint in some opaques into the sky.
So that's the phthalo and white.
Yeah. Some more white. It's like a hole in the clouds, right? So this is at this point in the painting, I've got all of my colors established. I've got all of my highlights are painted in, all of my midtones, all of my dark mids. And so what I always do now at this point in the painting is I put in my darkest values with black glazes to create the strongest contrast. And then it allows me to gauge where I want to put in all of my finishing touches. And really that's the whole process. So I will show you how I do my black glazes for my dark values. And so you can see how I handle that. And then, like I said, the rest is just a bunch of tweaking and fussing to get it exactly where I want it.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of worked out timing wise, not bad.
It really did.
Got a few minutes left, so I'll just show you real quickly. I usually just put some fluid black paint on my palette, and I put blob of gloss medium near it, and I paint in my dark shadows, paint them into the trees and the rocks and the mountains.
And this is fluid paint at this point?
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
it's fluid. If we have a minute at the end, I'll show you my color chart that I did for Triart. It explains how I divide up my paints.
Mm.
Actually, I'll give you a copy of the chart.
Okay. Thanks.
I'll email it to you, Vanessa.
Sounds great.
So the black shadows and contours just make all of the colors pop more. It gives everything some good definition.
And you thin the black out a bit with medium as well?
Oh yeah, there's definitely medium in it because I want to be able to see the colors underneath the black.
Okay.
So the yellows and the greens and all of those colors show through the black glazes. And sometimes I just want a little black tree. So that's what it looks like. Here, I'll zoom in on that section so you can see the effect. Let me move my camera. Can you see the whole painting on your screen?
Yes.
Mhm.
A little bit of glare at the top there, but
Will you do more to the lake, to the water?
I'll do more to kind of everything as I'm adding. So you can see where I put the blacks in here to just give extra contrast. So I'll do that all throughout the bottom part especially and in the trees. Yeah.
Nice.
There you
Beautiful.
go.
That was amazing to watch.
There's your demo.
Yeah, so nice. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Totally welcome.
Thank you
And
so much.
like I said, I'll send a picture of the finished painting to you, Vanessa, so you can share it with the group.
That would be
And
lovely.
I'm going to send a request to, I guess it's Kit or whoever's hosting,
Okay.
to allow me to share my screen.
Yeah. You should be good now.
Okay. Great. So let me show you guys. So you can take this list and you can bring it to Moldings and More or wherever or Opus or wherever you like to buy paints. They don't sell Triart at Opus, but what I did is Triart contacted me a couple of years ago and they asked me to put together 3 paint sets based on my methods and how I teach and how I paint. And so I've got the 3 collections, the Emerging Artist Collection, which is basic colors. the professional collection, which has like twice as many colors, and then the master artist collection has a lot of colors and all of the most expensive colors like cobalts.
Mm.
And you can see put a reference code for the color beside it. So Nicolazzo yellow is PY150. So if you buy Triart or Winsor and Newton or Golden, whatever brand you like, the code is always going to be the same for that color. And the other thing that I think is worthwhile, and I've divided the colors up into two separate categories. So liquid or fluid acrylics are on the left, and all of the heavy body or high viscosity colors are on the right. And that's how I divide up my acrylic paints. I always want my transparent colors to be fluid or liquid. Because I'm using those for glazes and veils, I want them to be smooth and liquidy and self-leveling and easy to flow. I want my opaque colors to be thick and heavy with lots of body to them so that they have lots of texture and opacity. And the other reason I like that is because the fluid acrylics have a higher pigment load than the high viscosity colors. So if you get quinacridone red in the fluid or liquid form, it's going to have more red pigment in it than if you get the same color in the tube, in the high viscosity. So I hope that makes sense.
Definitely.
I will.
You're going to send us? Are you going to send that?
I'll send you that document. That's the document that I sent to Triart so they could put their collections. If you go to their website, Triart, and you type my name into the search, all those collections will come up with all the paints there.
Wow.
Nice.
I'll show you guys one more thing, and then you can go and do your painting. Let me see if I can find this page. Not that. Hang on, guys. Can you see the page there?
Yep.
Yep. Beautiful.
Website. So if you go to my website, you go to, I think everybody should go to my blog, read those articles. All the most valuable things I've learned about how to be a good painter, a professional painter, and a successful painter, clever painter. Everything I wish they would have taught me in art school. And I share it with everybody on my blog, and I share it on my Facebook page, and I share it on that's my Facebook page, and I talk all about, well, sometimes kittens, but mostly I talk about my art, and I also have the professional page. That's this one. This is just all about my paintings and my art career, so I share everything there and all the same stuff on my Instagram page. So you can follow me there and you can contact me there if you like. What?
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah. And as usual, you're just so generous with your time and your knowledge, and such a great resource, David. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Hang on a
thanks.
sec. Somebody's
Thank
talking
you.
there. That was
You're a
me.
wonderful teacher. Thank you.
You're
Thank you
very
very
welcome,
much.
guys. And I will see you guys on the flip side.
Sounds really good. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
David.
Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Looks beautiful.
Thank you.
You guys need to make that painting.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that right now.
We'll be up
Good
until maybe midnight.
Practice.
Like 3 days later.
And our visit to Moldings and More.
Thank
everybody.
you. Good night.